Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Recipe Roulette, a cooking show where we
choose a recipe, usually from a recipe book.
That's right. Where's the recipe book for this week?
Well, this week we actually have chosen the recipe from my Pinterest board. So instead of a recipe book, we got a phone. And we chose the recipe at random, and we landed on sheet pan barbecue tofu recipe, and this is from the kitchen, spelt the KITCHN.com.
The kitchen.
And we're going to put that together with your homemade barbecue sauce.
My homemade barbecue sauce that is so peppery that Laura actually has to wear a mask sometimes when I'm cooking it, or we have to have all the windows open, or she just takes off. So I'm going to be handling a lot of the cooking tonight, just to let her be able to not have an asthma attack from how much pepper is in the air.
I think I have a little bit of an allergy to hot peppers.
Alright, so let's hop over to making the barbecue sauce, and then I'll show you what I'm baking to go with this. Alright, for our barbecue sauce, we need some ingredients. We need 1 bottle of main root Mexican cola. We need half of an onion, could be red, could be white. As long as it's an onion, half of an onion sliced. Then we need 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of peppercorns, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 2 hot peppers, 3 cloves, and a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Very simple process. We take our main root, glug, 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 glug. Drop our soda into our pot. Toss in our onion. Add our spices. Then we're going to bring this to a boil, and I forgot that there is a few other ingredients, so I'll cover those once I get this to a boil. So now I've got my first set of ingredients to a boil. Now the whole reason why I'm showing you this is not because I forgot, it's because the recipe is written this is actually the marinade step. If you were using like pork or chicken or beef and you wanted to get some nice good barbecue, I recommend some burnt ends for this. This step is marinade. You let this cool, add your meat, let it sit overnight, but we're going straight to barbecue sauce. So I've got a 1/3 cup of cane sugar, 2 tablespoons of Bragg's Amino Acids, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, and a 1.5 tablespoons of tomato paste. Alright, the ingredients were a bit cold, so we're going to bring this, we're going to continue to boil this, and we're going to let it sit and simmer until we're ready for it later tonight. Let's get everything mixed up before I switch burners. I'll let this cook down. Alright, that's the barbecue sauce. Oh, look at that color. Look at that nice purple, it's almost like a burgundy wine. Alright, I'll let this cook down, and let's get on to cooking some of the other stuff. Alright, so I got my tofu sliced and then, kind of cubed up. I've got my tablespoon of olive oil, teaspoon of smoked paprika, teaspoon of cumin, teaspoon of chili powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. All of my spices are going right into my olive oil. off my brush so I can mix this together. Make a nice little spice paste. I'm going to take this paste and I'm just going to hit all my tofu. Try to get all those bits. I wish I had my barbecue grill with me. This totally reminds me of like all the times I go out back porch at my parents' place and just fire up the grill. Or on the back lawn, front lawn. Fire up my smoker. Ooh, smoked tofu. That would totally be a cool thing to do. Anyways, I'm getting that Bob Ross voice going on here. Giving you a little food ASMR. And we're gonna brush these. Just some happy little tofus. Happy little tofus. Get that one right there. He needs a little more spice. Oh, she's hiding down there. She needs some more spice. Pat some on here, over here. Yeah. There we have our happy little spice tofu. This is going to sit in the oven for a little while at 425 degrees. How long is it going to stay here?
It is going to stay there for about 35 minutes.
So we're going to let that tofu, it's been painted with our happy little spices, sit for, 45 minutes?
35.
35 minutes at 425. There's a lot of numbers there. I'm really confused doing my Bob Ross voice. Alright, so my tofu has been in the oven for about 7 minutes. And I'm just taking my mesh basket here. I'm straining out my onions, and I'm just going to add those along with the peppers and cloves and some of the garlic, the peppercorns, in to cook with the tofu. Just to get those all nice and crispy as well. Got a pure sauce left in the pan. I'm going to keep simmering that for the remaining 27.5 minutes that the tofu is going to be in the oven. And I'm probably going to have to bring that up to a little bit of a harder boil to make it a thicker sauce. I am sorry, my love. Luckily, you've got a mask on. Next time, I promise I will make this outside. And if you're making this, definitely take it outside and cook it. Spare your loved ones. Alright, we're here for the first bite. Alright, let's try this tofu. Too big a piece. Should cut them in smaller bits.
So much flavor.
That is amazing.
So we've got this paired together with a slightly different version of our scallop potatoes with goat cheese and herbs de Provence. Basically, I made the sauce on the stovetop, sliced the potatoes in, tossed them in the air fryer.
It's actually kind of nice.
Yeah, I think it worked well. And gives a little something to take the heat out of the barbecue.
Yeah, the onions.
Okay, so they don't want to just sit here and watch us eat. So,
Peppercorn. Careful about those.
yeah. So we got to choose a new recipe.
Alright.
Do you want to explain why we're using this one?
Okay, so the apple soup, if you have tried that and you tried it cold, you know it's a little bit weird. It's much better when it's still hot, and the apples are perfect for making the baked apple pancakes. We did that with the leftovers. So we want to redeem the Soups and Suits cookbook. So, alright, open up to a page.
Oops, there's an empty page. Oh, this is full of beef. Should we try to do something?
We can get veggie beef.
Okay, so we got, tell me a number between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
1.
Easy vegetable beef soup.
So join us for an actual veggie and easy veggie beef soup. Next time on Recipe Roulette.
Okay, good night, everybody.
Peace. All right, now let's get this food into our tummies. It's too good to wait. Oh, I like my barbecue sauce a little on the thick side. When it sticks to my ribs and it stains my shirt so much. Yeah, I like my barbecue sauce on the thick side. Do 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 do. No, that's not how that song goes. That's the next verse. Do 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 do.
Okay, can you put this up so I have room to work?
Yep.